Well, I think to some extent it's a stamp of approval. You know, we've been listed on AltX for more than 4 years. I think we've had good coverage on AltX. We've won a few awards there in terms of our annual report and a few recommendations on AltX share as one of the shares to follow. And yeah, I think this is the next natural step for us to move on in life. You know, now we become a very small fish in a big pond, and I think strategically this is the right time and the right step going forward.
And strategically, what does this mean for your growth prospects?
Well, I think obviously it does add a bit of weight to your credibility out there. I being a main board listed company, as maybe opposed to just an AltX listed company. But you know, the growth in the business comes from more footprint, more products, more areas to be covered, and that's always been our strategic plan, is to make sure that we get more products in the basket and cover more areas.
You mentioned that you plan to move into Africa. Can you briefly outline your strategy about that?
Very simple. We have identified 3 hubs in Africa. We've identified Zambia as a hub for sort of the middle SADC region. We've identified Kenya as a hub for East Africa, and in Ghana. We've entered Zambia formally with a branch and setup. And we're busy with that in Kenya now, and early in the new year we'll do it in Ghana. And that will be our regional offices that will then, apart from those countries where we set up, also to go across border.
And you also mentioned that you want to target the mining industry. What is the significance of this?
Well, mining chemicals is a huge sector. We do sell into the mining industry, but very little. It's insignificant in our business. It is a lucrative part of the chemical sphere. And if you look at the spread of our business today, I think it's natural progression. We have to have a mining chemicals leg. Whether we do it in one of our existing businesses or whether we acquire business, time will tell. But for us, it's quite important to also be able to sell into the mining sphere, especially in light of Africa and African resources.
Then lastly, can you please just quickly share with us your expectation over the next 3 years? What will happen?
Well, our expectation is to continue our fast growth and to be seen as a successful small cap on the JSE.